Hermeus is changing aviation by making the world's fastest planes. Using advanced technology and fast-building methods, they are speeding up flight tests, improving military air power, and making air travel quicker and more efficient. In this video, we'll get a detailed view of the features and significance of the U.S. fastest hypersonic jets. Hermeus is an innovative aerospace and defense company on a mission to bring hypersonic aircraft into reality. They aim to change the future of air travel by speeding up air travel by creating hypersonic aircraft. Their goal is to develop these advanced planes quickly and affordably by combining hands-on building with modern technology and smart systems. It's not just talking, but they've already tested their first turbojet ramjet engine. They are now moving forward with their first flight program called Quarter Horse, which recently introduced Quarter Horse Mk1, which is set to take its first flight later in 2024. Stay with us as we're going to reveal just shortly its impact on the hypersonic jets war led by many countries. This uncrewed aircraft is set to undergo flight tests at Edwards Air Force Base later this year, where the goal is to demonstrate safe high-speed takeoffs and landings. To prepare for hypersonic aircraft that can fly faster than Mach 5, Hermeus plans to build 4 quarter-horse test planes before the Mk3 model. This new aircraft aims to exceed the incredible speeds of Mach 3.3 achieved by the famous SR-71 spy plane. Today, Hermeus is an all-rounder. At the same time, it is developing a new engine called Chimera 2, which will be tested on the quarter-horse Mk3 and later mass-produced for another aircraft called Dark Horse. Chimera 2 is based on the Pratt & Whitney F100 engine, but includes improvements like a ramjet afterburner instead of a traditional one, along with a special cooling and bypass system made by Hermeus. Speaking of its performance, Chimera is notable for being the first engine of its kind developed for commercial use. It works differently depending on speed. At lower speeds, it operates like a standard jet engine, but as it speeds up, it shifts to a ramjet, allowing for faster travel. I'm just imagining its speed, and literally, my mind got spun. This is not the first time that hypersonic jets have used rocket-based engines. Before this, many hypersonic vehicles use rocket engines, which can make them hard to operate and maintain. By creating an engine that breathes air, Hermeus is making it possible for hypersonic aircraft to take off without needing rockets, setting the stage for practical hypersonic flights that can be turned around quickly, just like regular airplanes today. But just like every race has steps to start, the quarter horse is the first step for Hermeus. If the first step is successfully attempted, it brightens the future for the next steps. It has 2 main goals. First, to show how well the Chimera engine works in the air, and second, to break the nearly 50-year-old speed record held by the famous SR-71. That's a pretty smart move. Once it's ready for production, this aircraft will be used to test and develop new ideas for commercial flights. Moreover, Quarter Horse will undergo different versions, each a bit more advanced than the last. This approach helps spread out any risks and allows Hermeus to learn quickly from each stage. It's an exciting path toward making super-fast travel a reality. What's more impressive is that this aircraft was designed and built in just 7 months, showing just how quickly Hermeus works. This is their second plane in a year, with the first Quarter Horse Mk0 completing tests in late 2023. Their goal is to develop a new aircraft every year, speeding up the pace of aerospace innovation. In this video, our main target is to discuss the Quarter Horse Mk1, and just in a second, we'll arrive there. But the company has big targets beyond the Mk1. They aim to develop 2 main types of hypersonic planes that can take off from regular runways, just like traditional aircraft. One of these planes, called Dark Horse, will be an uncrewed, reusable drone for military use. The other, Halcyon, is a passenger plane that could cut the usual 7-hour flight from New York to London down to just 90 minutes. Wait, what? Yes, you heard this right. It's just 90 minutes. What's so special about Dark Horse? It is designed for defense and national security and features incredible speed, altitude, and agility. This means it can quickly respond in challenging situations, making it a powerful tool for urgent missions. Along with this, Halcyon is a game changer for travelers. able to fly more than 125 routes at hypersonic speeds, 5 times faster than today's commercial flights. Over 500,000 business travelers fly from New York to London every year, and Halcyon could save them 6 hours on each trip, totaling 3 million hours saved annually on that route alone. It seems quite impressive. We know that faster travel can lead to huge social and economic growth, and we also prefer to travel on a flight, which saves us time. Hypersonic flights could potentially add over $4 trillion to the global economy each year by speeding up trade and cultural exchanges. It's all about making travel faster and easier. Just 2024 started, Hermeus wrapped up testing for its quarter-horse Mk0 ground stand, which was used to check different systems and how they fit together in the aircraft. They laid out a roadmap for 4 versions: Mk0, Mk1, Mk2, and Mk3. The Mk0 testing took place at the Arnold Engineering Development Complex in Tennessee, where they successfully achieved goals like remote command and control, measuring radio frequency delays, and assessing how the vehicle handles on the ground. In this matter, Hermeus designed and built the Mk0 in just 6 months and hit all its testing targets in only 37 days. By March 2024, they introduced the Mk1, which is expected to take its first flight by the end of 2024 from Edwards Air Force Base. The Mk1 will focus on demonstrating high-speed takeoff and landing, a crucial ability for future hypersonic planes. This model is being presented to the Pentagon. Still, it's not confirmed if it will be included in the Replicator program, which aims to utilize numerous unmanned systems quickly, or in the Air Force's project to create drones that assist fighter pilots. Beyond this, what sets quarter-horse Mk2 is part of its unique feature. It's being marketed as the first drone designed specifically for high-speed flight, unlike existing military drones like the RQ-4 Global Hawk and MQ-9 Reaper, which operate at slower speeds. With these advancements, Hermeus is set to make a significant impact in both military and commercial aviation. Looking ahead, the Mk2 will come with the Chimera 2 engine, which uses the Pratt & Whitney F100 core. On May 24, Hermeus started testing its cooling technology for the F100 engine, marking a big step forward for the Mk2's development. This engine is expected to help the Mk3 reach speeds of up to Mach 2.5, with goals to break the sound barrier and demonstrate autonomous supersonic flight under Mach 3. Furthermore, Mk3's ultimate aim is to show how the aircraft can switch from turbojet to ramjet mode while flying and to break the long-standing airspeed record held by the SR-71 Blackbird. Reaching Mach 4 is a crucial milestone on the way to hypersonic travel. While a specific timeline for these goals hasn't yet been set, Hermeus is closely watching the pace of production and team progress, signaling that exciting developments are just around the corner. You might be wondering, what is the thought that provoked Hermeus to make planes that can fly at hypersonic speeds, 5 times the speed of sound, or Mach 5, much faster than today's jets? To give you some perspective, the famous Concorde flew at about 1,354 miles per hour. But Hermeus aims to make flights that travel over 3,800 miles per hour. Imagine you are just seated on the flight, about to fasten your seatbelt, when the announcement is made that you have arrived at your destination. I found it quite funny to picture it. But yes, Hermeus is literally on this mission to make this picture into reality. While rockets have achieved hypersonic speeds in space, flying that fast within Earth's atmosphere is still a challenge. So why can Hermeus stay behind in this race? It's pushing the boundaries with its cutting-edge technology. The company uses a unique engine called a turbine-based combined cycle, which allows its planes to switch between subsonic, slower, and hypersonic speeds. The turbojet engine powers the plane at lower speeds, and once it reaches a certain point, the ramjet engine kicks in to achieve hypersonic travel. Their approach to aircraft development is also unique. Instead of taking years to build one plane, like most aerospace companies, Hermeus uses rapid prototyping and advanced manufacturing techniques to speed up the process. They handle everything in-house at their Atlanta facilities, from design to testing, which helps them move quickly. For now, Hermeus is focusing on defense projects, but their long-term goal is to offer hypersonic commercial flights at prices similar to those of the business class. This could completely change how we travel, making long-distance flights much faster and more efficient. Now let's talk about the current Hermeus project, which is about to launch. The quarter-horse Mk1 is a remotely piloted aircraft powered by a GE J85 engine, which was formerly applied on Northrop Grumman's F-5 supersonic fighter and T-38 Talon jet trainer. It is specifically built to demonstrate how to take off and land at high speeds, which is crucial for future hypersonic travel. This phase of development marks a big step for Hermeus. They have moved from the initial design and building stages into testing. In the next few months, the Mk1 will undergo a series of tests on its various systems, including ground operations and safety protocols. In just a moment, I will discuss the impact of Mk1 as different U.S. companies are debating its potential. Let's also see with whom Hermeus has signed the agreement. According to Don Katterbeck, Hermeus's vice president of test, moving into this testing phase is a massive milestone for the whole team. It's a moment filled with excitement and pride. They will carefully evaluate how the aircraft performs and how well their testing procedures and teamwork are working. One key strategy of the quarter-horse program is to build on what they learn from each aircraft. Each new model is more advanced than the last, helping to manage risks and speed up the delivery of new technology to customers. This way, they ensure that each aircraft improves upon the previous one, leading to better performance and reliability. A standout feature of Hermeus is its high-speed development cycle. AJ Piplica, the CEO and co-founder, highlights that they aim to design, build, and fly a new aircraft in less than a year, something that hasn't been done in aviation for decades. This quick turnaround allows them to adapt and innovate rapidly, just as they have been successful in the fields of rockets and drones. In addition, Hermeus believes that breaking away from long, rigid development timelines is essential. By working faster, they can get high-performance aircraft into customers' hands sooner. Skylar Shuford, COO and co-founder, emphasizes that this iterative approach significantly reduces risks, allowing for more efficient development. However, it must be accepted that the quarter-horse Mk1 has achieved significant milestones in a short time. Hermeus unveiled it after just 7 months of design and assembly. This kind of speed in development is a big deal and reflects their commitment to innovation. Since starting in 2018, Hermeus has been making rapid progress. They created 2 integrated prototypes last year. The goal is to produce a new aircraft every 12 months, as the program continues to evolve. Ultimately, they aim to reach a hypersonic speed of Mach 5.5. For comparison, this would mean flying from New York to London in less than an hour, as I said before. To ensure its quality performance, the Mk1 will undergo extensive testing to gather data that will inform future designs. The knowledge gained from these tests is invaluable for refining the technology and improving safety. Each test is a step toward perfecting the design and ensuring that the aircraft meets the demands of high-speed travel. The Mk1 is just the beginning of Hermeus' journey into hypersonic flight. With its remote control capabilities, it will be tested rigorously before making its first flight. This careful planning reflects their commitment to quality and safety in developing cutting-edge aircraft. Initially, Hermeus hoped to fly the Mk1 in 2023. Still, they decided to focus on more testing with their earlier model, the Mk0, which completed remote taxi tests successfully. This willingness to adapt and refine their plans shows their dedication to getting things right before moving forward. As they move toward developing the Mk2, which will incorporate the F-100 engine, Hermeus is dedicated to taking a significant leap into supersonic flight. They're also working on modifications to enhance the engine's performance, ensuring they stay at the forefront of aircraft innovation. In terms of production, Hermeus estimates they could manufacture about a dozen Mk2 drones each year at their current Atlanta facility. If there is apparent demand, especially from the Defense Department, they may need to expand their operations. Speaking of the Defense Department, it has been supportive of Hermeus's efforts, having invested in their development. This includes a $60 million contract to build and test 3 quarter-horse aircraft and to work on reusable hypersonic propulsion systems. They see commercial-built hypersonic aircraft as valuable for military transport and surveillance. In addition, Hermeus is involved in the Defense Innovation Unit's HiCAT initiative, which aims to improve military high-speed flight testing capabilities. This collaboration emphasizes the importance of hypersonic technology for national security and defense. Hermeus is making waves in the aerospace world by aiming to bring hypersonic air travel to life. They have strong backing from essential organizations like NASA and the U.S. Air Force, as well as notable figures such as Sam Altman, co-founder of OpenAI. This support highlights the confidence in Hermeus's vision and technology. While excitement builds, many are curious to see if Hermeus can break the SR-71 record by 2025, promising a future where we can travel faster than ever. But with whom will Hermeus collaborate in the future regarding high-speed flight technology? Let's see in a while. What sets Hermeus apart is its quick and flexible approach to development. Instead of being tied to long, rigid timelines, it focuses on creating high-performance aircraft in less than a year. Skylar Shuford, a co-founder, mentioned that although they still need to prove the aircraft in flight, the close succession of the Mk1 and Mk2 models reduce risks in their program. Their innovative approach allows them to design, build, and test aircraft rapidly, a pace not seen in aviation for decades. This method has already shown success in improving rockets, satellites, and small drones. And now Hermeus is applying that speed to aircraft development. As they advance, Hermeus is also partnering with government agencies like NASA and the Air Force to develop a series of autonomous aircraft. This collaboration aims to de-risk the technology and address important national security challenges. Recently, Hermeus signed a Space Act Agreement, SAA, with NASA to research and develop high-speed aircraft. NASA has a rich history in hypersonic flight, with notable achievements like the X-43, which flew at Mach 9.6 in 2004, and the X-15, which reached Mach 6.7 in 1967. After 17 years since the X-43's record-breaking flight, Hermeus is now teaming up with NASA to turn these long-standing research efforts into commercial high-speed flight technology. Under this agreement, NASA will help evaluate the maturity of Hermeus's technology and share its expertise. The two organizations will work together on aircraft design, analyzing high-speed performance, thermal management, and cabin systems. Chuck Leonard, a project manager at NASA, emphasized that high-speed travel is the next big step for commercial aviation, which could change how people interact globally. This partnership also reflects the U.S. government's interest in Hermeus's vision for Mach 5 commercial flight. Back in 2020, Hermeus was chosen by the U.S. Air Force to explore how its Mach 5 aircraft could assist the Presidential and Executive Airlift Directorate, which includes the iconic Air Force One. To conclude, Hermeus is committed to transforming global travel with the fastest commercial aircraft possible. The research from their partnership with NASA will be crucial in speeding up this process. The technical advancements developed through this collaboration will be directly applied to Hermeus's GE J85 jet engine, which will be central to their first aircraft series. Using funds from their Series A round, Hermeus plans to modify this engine to achieve Mach 5 speeds, incorporating lessons learned from last year's demonstration engine test. In this regard, Michael Smeda, Hermeus's chief product officer, expressed excitement about partnering with NASA, noting that the agency has led developments in high-speed flight since it was founded in 1958. Together, they aim to revolutionize long-distance air travel. Some skeptics might say that testing a turbine-based combined cycle (TBCC) engine across its entire flight range could cost over $100 million. But Hermeus knows how to deal with this well. However, Hermeus is taking a unique approach compared to traditional high-speed flight testing. They are focusing on using autonomous and reusable systems, along with carefully defined requirements in a hardware-rich program. These strategies allow the team to push boundaries, even to the point of testing limits during flights. This helps them learn quickly while keeping the test crew and the public safe. By taking on more risk during flights, Hermes can move swiftly through the engineering process, lowering overall costs. As they explore speeds never before achieved by air-breathing aircraft, hands-on testing in actual conditions becomes essential. In summary, Hermes is on an exciting journey to make hypersonic travel a reality. With strong support from prominent organizations and a flexible, fast-paced approach to development, they are well on their way to changing the future of aviation. The collaboration with NASA will further enhance their efforts, helping to solve challenges and make flying faster and more efficient for everyone. As they continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible, the dream of traveling at hypersonic speeds may soon be within reach. What do you think about Hermes breaking the speed record of SR-71? If you found this video interesting, I guarantee you'll also love another video on the channel. But before you leave, remember to hit the like and subscribe to the channel.